Now, for you that haven't played before, this is what your music looks like. It's just like piano music. And so the high bells ring in the treble clef. See that we have the treble clef and the bass clef. The back row is bass clef. It starts with middle C. Middle C is right in the middle. Let me see if there's in a C. Of course, there's not one here, naturally. Oh, here. Right here. The very last note on the bottom page of measure 16. That top note right there in the bass clef, that's a middle C. From there on, it's bass clef. Up here is treble clef. You know what that means, right? Treble clef is for the high voices. Bass clef is for the low voices. If you were playing the piano, most of the time your left hand would be in the bass clef and your right hand would be in the high bell, in the treble clef. So most ladies sing in the treble clef, and then men usually sing in the bass clef. Okay? And really, you don't really have to know the names of notes, because you'll have to find out where your music is for your bell. Now, like if you're like, so Jim would have to, and Peggy will have to help you. Like this first note right here, number in measure 1. See, the measures are numbered. We call these measures. See, this is a staff, and it's divided into measures just to make it easier to read. All right, this 4/4 here means that there's going to be 4 counts in every I've got it in my book. In every measure, there's going to be 4 counts. You'd count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you come to a new measure and you start over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many quarter notes could you have in a measure? How many whole notes could you have? 1. How many half notes? Right. Now look at measure 1. Does anybody do anything different than anybody else? No. So you're going to be ringing together, and that's what's wonderful about this piece. Everything you do is together. You're going to strike that note together. You're going to have your arm out like this, and you're going to ring when the director tells you to. And you're going to ring for how many counts? 2 counts. And then you change, and you do the next note if you have your note there. Okay? Now everybody doesn't play every beat because some notes don't sound good with the others. These are called chords. And the chords are made up of notes that sound good together. But I chose this piece because it's so pretty, and because we all do the same thing. Make it so easy. Shoot, you won't even have to hardly count or anything. Now, when you play your music, you're going to be responsible for 2 notes, basically. Like this person up here, she's responsible for high B and high C. And this note right here is C. This high one with a little line through it. So she doesn't play here. She doesn't play the first note. She'll come in on beat 3 and play her C. The next note on measure 2 is a B, so she's going to play her other hand there, her left hand. By the way, your right hand plays the lower note. I mean the higher note, excuse me. Your right hand plays the higher note, your left hand plays the lower note. Usually it's a space note and a line note. Sometimes the line goes through the head of the note. That would be your right hand. And then sometimes the note's in a space. The lines are around it. And so that's your left hand. So this person right here is responsible for B and C. That's our highest notes. That person is responsible for G and A. It just goes up the alphabet. It's like a piano keyboard. The black keys, are black handles and Malmark, which is very nice. They don't play all the time. When you have flats and sharps, you know what that means? Then that's like playing the black keys of the piano, and then you play the black handle bells. So every person has the responsibility of at least 2 bells. And then if it has a flat or sharp, you're responsible for that one too. So you have 4 altogether, but you don't play all 4 at once. Now, who stood in the front row? And what were your bells? So she's C and D, but not the real high ones, right? Yeah, down lower. So you know where they are in the staff. So she could take her pencil if she wanted to, and you that are beginners, you probably will want to. And some people use two different colors of markers, like their left hand they'll use pink, and right hand they'll use blue or something, so that they can see when they're coming up. Then you have to follow along this line of music, even if you're not playing. Like if you played this high C, you're going to be following along, but you only play here. But you still have to follow along because you got to know when you're going to play next. Does she play on line 2? On the second line of music, this one? She never does she? That note never occurs again, does it? That real high note on this line. Does she play on the third staff? Yes, and you can see that. That's a good position for a beginner because that note's so easy to see. It's real high and there's nothing around it. So that's the C. So she could mark that with a marker, and color it in. Just put a mark over it. Look at measure 10. The first note is hers, so she could mark that one. That's her left hand. See? So she only plays 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 3 times in the first page of that song. No. Where? Oh, I'm only talking about this high C. B, this high one. What measure number? Uh-huh. She never plays. That's a lower C and B. See the real high note? Uh-huh. See? I'm glad you asked because I want to know. I don't know what you don't know. So be sure and ask me things. So you'll have to find your 2 notes and we'll help you. People that can know that, they can help you too. And you could circle the note with a pencil or you could mark it in with a marker if you want to use 2 different colors with markers. Anything to do to help yourself, do that. Because, and then gradually, probably pretty soon you won't even need that, but right now it's a crutch that might help you. All right, now it has 2 pages. So the second page, you see she plays a little bit more. That person plays a little bit more. This music is all half notes or whole notes. So you're either going to count to 4 and play all 4 counts, or you're going to count to 2 and play every 2 counts. See? So that was what makes it. Why I chose it is because we all do the same thing. You're going to all stroke at the same time, and then learn how to read that music. So do you see how to follow along? You'll hear the music playing, and you just keep your eye on the music and keep following it along, even though you don't play. And I can call out the measure numbers. See, there's going to be 32 measures in this song, but it repeats a lot, so it's easy. Now, shall we go to our places and find that? And then if you want to take a pencil and mark, and then Jim and I, if your neighbor doesn't know how to read, will you help them find their music? Look at your bells in front of you.
No, never mind. No.
You should have, okay, just lay it down. Don't worry about your high bells. We'll work with yours a little more later. Okay. Now, in front of you, you should have the main 2 without flats and sharps. See, like if you're, and remember the name of your position, because we'll just keep it this way. If it's okay with you, if you like what you're doing now. And it'll be much easier than trying to change. Okay, now like she has B and C. All right, just plain B, no B flat, nothing else. White handles, B and C. Don't worry about the black handles for now. Have you got 2 white handles in front of you, except the back row? You might have just one. All right, name it for me. Let's start with the back.
Me?
The back row.
Back row.
Name your white handle.
Because those are easy to recognize.
Right.
Your eyes should be good at it.
Name it, just holler it out.
G3.
Okay, next.
Okay, A3, B3.
Next.
C4, D4.
Next.
Those all have her on the lines.
E and F. Next.
A4.
No, read with your left to right.
Oh, G4, A4, B4, C4.
D5, E5.
F5, G5.
A5 and B5.
C6, D6.
E6, F6, G6, A6, B6, C7.
All right. That's like a piano keyboard. See, we started really low with the low
You
G.
start right here.
You have 4 octaves of bells here. And it goes up just like it goes up in the keyboard. Now, you have 2 other bells in front of you, except the front row. Now, you're going to have more. But you have 2 other bells. They're flats and sharps. So put the flat bell, like if you're E, put E flat to the left of it. Take your E flat bell and put it to the left, or your B flat bell. Put the flat goes to the left of the main bell. The sharp goes to the right,
Mine's the same.
but it has a sharp after it, see? The black handles are different bells. They might say C, but they're C sharp. So, here's what we're going to do. She has A sharp, and B. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you have C, C sharp, D, D sharp.
Okay, perfect.
All right, she has E flat, E, 6, and yeah, and 6. We'll worry about 7s later, okay? All right, and so you have, read yours.
D flat and A flat.
Read all 4 of them.
Oh, F sharp, G, well, oh, like all 4.
Yeah.
F sharp and G flat, G6, A6, G sharp.
Do you have the G sharp?
Uh,
Okay, put it in the middle, right there. Yeah, there you go. And you have B flat, B, and C. All right. Jim,
Yes.
kind of check on there and make sure. Middle row, are you okay? Got yours? You that read music and you have? All right, do you see your bells now? These are your bells. They're your responsibility. When you put them away, then you're going to put them away in the cases. And then when you get them out, you lay them out like this. You'll be responsible for your bells. That's another thing. So we'll have to take time and learn how to put them away and get them up again, because it's a big thing. You've learned a lot already. Really, that's a lot. So you're responsible for the white bell, the 2 white bells, and then their black counterparts. A flat is a little bit lower than the white bell. A sharp is a little bit higher than the white bell. And we'll learn how to tell what to do. Okay? Are you okay now with all that? Wow, you've soaked in a whole bunch today now. Now let's look at the music I gave you. Have you circled your parts? Okay. These are going to be great sounding chords. Hey, Jim, it might be, when we get going, it might be better to have this person, and see, she could move over one. All that little good movement, and she could be in that row. Because these girls are going to be ringing lots of bells.
Okay, so you're saying
But-
adjust?
We could,
We just set up, I mean,
yeah.
you make those changes, I think it'd be best for us.
I
Get used to
think
it.
She wants to move her.
because, now that's a pretty short little table, isn't it? No. You're comfortable, aren't you? With 2 people at the
Space
saloon?
elbows.
And are you okay with 3 people? And you could move over if you want to. But you're fine, really. And back where you have plenty of room, don't you? Okay. Yeah. Now, where is that man going to stand?
He was on the back row,
What's he going to take?
yeah. Scott was on the back
Will,
row.
will they just play one bell each or something?
Probably.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's look at Etude in C. We played this a lot at the Lutheran Church, and so the pastor always wants the music to coordinate with his sermon, so we changed the name of it. Sometimes it's Song of Praise. Sometimes. So you might, yeah, I don't know if you passed him.
Our pastor's here.
A2. Oh, where is he? Oh, you didn't hear me.
Put an asterisk on that.
Congratulations thank you for coming out to play. That's unusual, that's wonderful. Now, etude is just a kind of a form of music. It's like we have rondos, we have symphonies and all that. Well, etude is a form of music, but this piece is wonderful, and it sounds so pretty. So we start, you always look at your music and you see what bells you're going to need. And they tell you right here, bells used chart. So you find your bell there, you'll get to where you know what it looks like. But nobody needs a flat or sharp, do they? There's not any listed. We are in what we call the key of C. The key of C is all centered around C, and it doesn't use any flats or sharps, which is very nice for beginners.
She's still treble. Yeah.
You start the bass clef, don't you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think, that's why I was just asking.
Yeah. So all this first row, and then you two ladies are treble clef. Then she starts these two ladies are treble
You have
clef.
bass-
Starting right there, you guys have bass
Or you
clef.
have
Yes.
bass bells?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. You're good. with
So
that.
are you
So
all
I
clear about
play
the
down
bells you're
here.
using?
Yes.
Can you find your bells and
Play
these
down
bells
here.
you can
Yes.
start?
What was your note? G?
Good.
Okay, you
Very,
have
very
four
good.
space.
All right, pick up the two bells you're going to be playing.
Clear that.
Well, I know that, but I was going this
Okay,
way here.
and you need to look at the bass clef.
Put your hand around it the right way.
Sorry, four spaces and G.
G there, yeah, that's a G.
Right, just note underneath the top one. That's
All right.
a C, that's a G.
Look around. Is everybody beside you holding the bell right? Help each other too. Everybody I've seen looks good. Looks very good.
Right, and those-
All
if
right,
there's a line,
now
you're not
raise your
playing.
bell up in the air if you're going to play the first
Spaces.
note.
One.
Sorry.
Right? Not everybody's going to play, are
I
they?
should have
No.
looked earlier.
You don't always play. Raise your hand if you're going to play the second note. Good. All right. Let's try the first line. This is how fast we're going.
You're ready.
Don't play it. Just listen. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3,
Not yet.
2, 3, 4. Measure 4, 2, 3, 4. Who does something different in measure 4? Two people have two half notes, don't they?
Yeah.
Everybody else has half? Oh, hold on. All right. So this is our speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first note gets 2 of those beats. The second note gets the other 2 beats. Got it, everybody? Okay, bells up. Ready to ring now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whole note. 2, 3, stop.
Yeah.
All right?
She had it on 3, she got it.
Good. Let's do that again. From the beginning. Are you able to follow that music across? Thought you did a great job. Ready, 2, here we go. 1, next note. 3, 4. 4. Next note,
Like this one.
next note,
3, there you go.
and last note. Okay, stop. Damp. Now, this is ringing and damping. As soon as you play the second note, you damp out the first. It doesn't say that, but that's what it always is, unless they tell you something different. So you ring, and damp out the other one when you ring this one. So you're ring and damp,
Playing the line notes.
ring and damp when you play the other one. All right, let's try that line again.
You have the E.
Ready, 2, 3, 4. Stroke. 1, 2. Damp it. Next. Measure 2. Measure 3. 1, 2, 3. Measure 4. 1, 2, 3. Stop. That was sounding much better. Much, much better.
If it's the same note, do you?
You don't damp.
You don't.
Okay,
If you have a C, 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 ring them, don't damp. Repeated notes do not damp. All right, let's ring that. I know you're probably getting sick of that one line, but Let's get it even smoother now. And I see stroking is better. You're probably relaxing a little bit more now. So don't be afraid. Okay, smooth, smooth, smooth. Be sure that you're stroking, which push your bell forward. Ready, two, same thing. 1, 2. Wait, stop, stop, stop. Somebody should not be playing on beat 1. The only people that should be playing are C, E, and G. If you have C, E, and G, you're playing. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Stop. And we've got to get you some notes because you never play on this song because it's written for a smaller bell.
Well, you said not to play on the
Yeah.
bottom.
Let's have you guys, and Jim, you'll have to just,
Don't play on the bottom?
yeah, we need you to though, because you need to play.
Playing on the
Will you add C's and G's for the bottom two, because they'll just have to read an octave lower.
Right.
Just circle when they can play.
I'm not following you at the beginning.
Like, he can play C on beat 1
Yeah,
and 2 and 3, I mean.
So he'd be playing with me.
I mean, and G. G could play on measure 4, the low
you're
G.
talking about the bass clef people.
The low G, G3 could play on beat 4.
Okay,
on
there is a
measure-
low G somewhere. Somebody have a low G?
Isn't that what he has?
He has a low G right
Yeah.
there. Right. Right, and you're talking about first line of the staff, G. Okay, so what you're saying with that hand right there, the bottom line is a G. So you're talking about playing that note, we're adding it in. Okay, so it gives us a bigger sound.
And measure 12, he could do the same thing, and measure 8.
You don't have, so see what happens? When we have a G up here, we can play a G down there.
Now, we can add a low A,
Low A, okay.
measure 3,
I got a low
Okay,
A.
low A is first base, so, okay, measure 3, low A, right?
that's third beat,
Okay,
and 9, same thing.
measure 9, low A. No, measure 9 with no A there.
I mean, 11.
Where?
11.
11, okay.
See, if we add it like at 9, it wouldn't be the bottom of the chord.
Yeah, okay.
So
So first base A is a low sound.
they didn't have any music written for them. It's
That's the left.
this
Yeah,
is what
that's
they're
a
doing.
left hand low A.
Now, when I'm
Okay.
playing this, I'm using the A3.
Now, Marilyn, what's happened here is they have the low bells, and they've been playing and looking at a higher note, I think.
Yeah, that's
So we're just
good.
really making it correct, when you see the low one, you play that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Definitely.
I'm all marked wrong then.
No, that's okay. You'll have to relearn it.
Well, this music is written for a smaller choir,
Yeah, okay.
so we just add your parts. We want you to play because it
She
makes
wants
it
you to
nice and
play.
full.
Sit there.
All right, let's try that. Now, let's go 2 lines this time. We're
Wherever
going
you
to start
had
at
the
the
high, you
beginning
go ahead and hit the low one, because it's.
and go 2 lines of the A2.
Where you saw a G, but that's really not what you're playing. You're playing
Okay,
here.
bells up.
Play what you had.
And
Play
there,
your G.
you have your hand around, good, very, very nice. You're going to be stroking,
Instead of,
pushing your bell forward, you're
Your right
keeping it
hand,
I'm
upright.
still playing these notes.
1,
Absolutely, but you're
2,
really playing
3,
this. We've
begin.
incorrectly marked it.
1,
Done.
2, 3, down.
You're right in G.
Good, down.
This is what I'm
And
supposed to play?
1,
Yeah,
Two,
when you see the G.
measure 4. 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. Measure 6. And 7, 2, 3, 4. Measure 8. 2, 3. Okay, stop. Very nice. Were you with me? Were you ready to start measure 9? Excellent. Measure 9 is just like what?
1.
Right, the first line is like the third line. Exactly. Look at the fourth line. What's it like?
Third.
It's almost like the second line. Isn't it? So it's almost the same. So that makes this piece even easier. All right. Let's do lines 3 and 4, measure 9 through 16.
Okay, yeah, we got
Line
G's
on
here.
3.
Right, got it.
Okay? And it's going to be almost like what
You
you
don't
just
have
played.
the A's, do you?
Ready, 2, 3, measure 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10,
Now get ready, you're gonna come deep one to the right.
11,
A.
2,
You don't have these there?
4, 12, 2,
Now we go
3,
back.
13, 1,
All right,
2, 3, 4, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 2, 3, and 16, 2, 3, stop. That's halfway through. Very, very good. Any questions? Okay, let's do it again then, all the way through now. The top line, all the way through. I mean, the first page, all the way through.
First page.
Line 1's going to be like 3. Line 2's going to be like 4. All right. I see good stroking. Excellent work. Ready to stroke.
Begin.
Good. 1, 2. Move the bell. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
You can do one on 3
4.
also there.
Hold 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 9, 8, 3. Measure 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Measure 12. 2, 3, 4. 13, 2, 3, 4. 14, 2, 3, 4. 15, 2, 3. And the ending. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Now, to make it not be boring, since it repeats a lot, what did they do? What did they do in the music? Can you see anything? Right, they changed the dynamics. That adds some color and some difference in the music. What does F mean? Forte, and that means loud. And we are playing pretty loud now, and that's okay because you're learning how to stroke and everything. All right, so the first line is loud. What other line is loud?
9, measure 9, third line.
Right. And then how do we end it? Soft. Piano P means soft. So let's try to add those things. That add a little variety.
Back row, we got the A's and the G's. You feel better about them when you see them?
So,
Okay.
I
didn't think about that.
I didn't think about how many
I
octaves you
apologize.
had either. So when you order music, you'll get 3 to 5 octaves.
Yeah.
And you won't play all the octaves, but we'll talk about that.
We'll look for 'em.
But we can add in their music notes all the time. And anytime. That'd be great. All right. Now what time is it? Are we okay?
Good, it's a quarter of almost.
Okay. Let's play the first page again, and then I think we'll try it with chimes. It's beautiful. Okay? So let's play it one more time with bells, and then we'll go get our chimes. They'll match. The numbers match what your bells are. So if you're A4, you get the A4 chime. All right? Bells up. Nice. Stroke. 2, circle. 4, circle. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Excellent. Now we're loud again. Go. 1, yes. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and let's add a gyro on the end. Play the last note, and we're going to add a gyro.
What is the
Ready?
That's
Ring
this thing.
and circle, circle.
Don't hit your head now.
Ready? Ready, ring, go. Ring, 2, 3, 4, and down.
That's a good
Good.
effect.
All right, now, well, okay.
And then just leave the bells where they
Yeah,
are.
just leave your belt. Look what, you're only going to get the white, the silver, no black ones, because we don't have the pencil sharps. So go find your chime.
Chime? Yeah.
You'll get 2 chimes if you play 2 notes. It's going to be gorgeous. Isn't that pretty already? They're playing? It's enough. It's enough to grasp. Oh, I see them. They're just really watching the lines through. And, wow. What's your name?
TJ or
TJ.
Trinity, either one.
What?
It's Trinity Jewel, so either one. Thank you.
We got you. Yeah, we got your back.
Show me ringing and damping on that chime.
Well, you can't make as much noise so you don't sound as obnoxious.
Chimes are beautiful. They are just so, they make such a gorgeous sound.
Before you leave, can you visit something?
I can see why this is
Yeah.
because there's a lot to it.
Before you all leave today, I'm going to ask Marilyn to review all the types of strokes. There's a lot to keep up with.
Probably just a common
Some of you
one,
have never done them before, but we'll go through a series of them, and then we can go back and look at the video. Sometime you'll have fun. Oh, I used to do it like that, you know. I'm getting better and better. We'll have some fun with that, okay? New skills.
Yeah, you guys will get 3s if they have 3s. You don't need a black one. That's all right. All right, do you see, and you saw how to look for yours. So that's a big step. Good. And you know, when I watch you, I see really nice strokes, and I see your eyes moving across the line of music. You're following along really well. That's a big step. Think how many things your body's doing. Your hands are moving, your eyes, it's your eye contact, that's a whole different thing. You're counting, you're reading the notes, you're reading music even if you don't think you can read music, but you are because you're looking for your notes. Your body's doing a lot of things when you play music. It's fabulous for you. This is a wonderful thing for your brain and your body movements. So I'm really happy that you're doing this. It's like a music yoga or something, isn't it? Now, TJ, why don't you go over to the side there, step up on a step. And she's going to ring her chime, ring my chimes, and she's going to show you how to dampen. So you have to kind of turn your hand because both of those times have to be damped. They're a little bit different. So just practice so you can ring and damp. So thank you, TJ.
Yeah, that sounds pretty. Line right here. There ain't no
Ooh, that's pretty. All right. Now we're going to do the same thing on the chimes.
For the both of those
We're going to
prompts.
ring the same keys that we just played, the first page, but we're going to ring it with chimes now. The damping is just a little different. Okay, now on the big chimes, move your hand up to pretty much the middle. And you don't have to put your thumb on that little, it's not really a thumb rest. It just holds this clapper. So just put your hand around it like that. And then you turn it to damp it. If you have a big one, you'll have to move your hand up. The chime, yeah, that's good. Can everybody ring a chime? Ring it, everybody.
We're supposed to hold like here?
And turn it and damp it. Get it all damped out. Okay, ready? Ring, ring, and damp. Get them all damped out. They're harder to damp. Do it again. Ring and damp. You might put your other hand up to it, bass clef, if you don't ring two of them. All right, now you're looking for the same notes. It's exactly the same. Okay, is anybody going to be ringing black? No. You don't need any black. It's all silver. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2, 3. Measure 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 8. 2, 3, 4, 9. 2, 3, 4, 10. 2, 3, 4, 11. 2, 3, 4, 12. 2, 3, 4, 13. 2, 14. 2, 15. 2, 15. 1, 2, and the ending is now. 2, 3, damp. Good. Now let's do this. We're going to ring. Let me see. Okay, you're ringing and damping. You know all about that. That's basic. Now let's go back to your bells. Just lay the chimes where you won't clunk on them. Pick up your bells. All right. When you get to measure 4, I want you to have ring, echo, echo, echo. Ring, bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, that's the echo ring. It's not written in your music. We're just reviewing. We're adding. Measure 4, echo ring.
On what?
So you're ring and damp, ring and damp. When you get to measure 4, ring, echo, echo, echo.
Okay.
All right? And stop. Ready? 2, 3, ring. Okay, stop. Stop. Look at your handles. What one are you going to play? And do it together. Exactly
Doing
together.
only measure 4?
Beginning.
Okay.
Beginning. Ready? 2, here, go. 1, 2. Stop. Stop. I hear wrong notes. We are starting at the beginning.
Measure 1.
Number 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay, ready? Here we go now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Measure 3. Lower your bell. Ring. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Stop again. Stop again.
Ring.
Okay. Now, touch it lightly because you did away with all the sound almost with the first bounce. So when you're ringing, then you come to measure 4. You're going to ring up in the air. Ring, bounce, bounce, bounce. You bring your hand down perpendicular to the table. Okay? Play measure 4 alone.
Question?
Yes.
What do I do? I have the
You
3
can
and
do
4.
one each. C, bounce, B, bounce.
Okay.
All right, ready? Measure 4 only. Ready? Go. Ring, bounce, bounce, bounce. And the bounces are right on the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you starting at measure 1?
4.
No,
We're just
4.
playing 4 to get the bounces.
Okay.
This is the echo ring.
Isolating on 4.
Ready? 2, 3, go. Ring, bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, got the idea? All right, let's play
And that
measure.
makes her a solo then, while they're damping, she's got another one to damp.
There's 2 people that do that.
Right, okay.
We don't dance.
Don't be nervous.
Wait.
Okay. All right, you're damping until measure, you damp everything, but on a measure 4 you don't damp.
Okay.
All right, ready? First line again. Ready, go. 1, 2. Circle, circle. 2, 3, and ring, bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, why don't you don't even just ring your C note. Yeah, because that's too much. All right, do you remember what an echo ring is now? All right, this time, let's do a swing on measure 4. And so you're going to ring it, and down and up, and 4. Ring, 2, 3, 4. Try it. Ring, 2, 3, 4. let your clapper clap anymore. Don't, and your arm is, don't go like this. Your arm extends way down. It will have a big effect that way. If you just go a little bit, it won't have any effect. Yes?
We damp on 4, or we damp after 4?
After 4.
After 4.
All right, ready? Now be careful behind you. You're doing a swing now. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, is there any reason to look down? No, except of course you don't want to hit the stand behind you or anything, but
Our tables too close together.
yeah, they really are.
So sometime we might think about backwards, going back just a little bit, making space.
I think, and if you didn't have a stand there,
Well, that stand was for her. We'll have to get a better stand. That's our problem.
hey, and listen, if some of you would share music, actually it's easier if you share music because someone can turn the page.
Right, don't need so many stands.
No, you really don't. If you can share and, like, the only trouble is that if you mark your music.
If you're marking your music, though, you're gonna need your
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
So,
We need to purchase more of the clear
The
plastics.
stands, yeah.
Make that a major thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of those. We're good, go.
all right.
Extra or two.
Then see, you could keep your sharps and flats up
We
in the
could, once we
underneath the
get- we
plastic.
got some rope.
You'll have a lot of room. All right, so now we're gonna ring line 1, ring and damp until we get to measure 4, and on measure 4, we're gonna add the swing. Understand? 2 bells up. Good stroking now. Don't leave any holes. Sometimes I hear some holes, so make everything, when you damp, make sure you're playing the other note. Ready, go. 1, 2, damp, 3. 1, 2, damp. 1, 2, 3. Ring it now. Ring, down, up, and stop. Okay, that's the swing. Okay? Now we don't have mallets, so we won't do anything with mallets today. This time, this will sound really silly with this music, but just to get you, let's do marks. We're going to play using your bells, but instead of ringing your bell, you're going to hit the table. Let's do mark lifts. So you'll go like this. You'll. You're going to hit it on the table and ring it, lift up. That is a black triangle with an arrow pointing up in your music. Okay? Ready? Let's try it. Every note is going to be a mark lift. Ready? Go. Mark lift. Okay. How far off the table should you start? Way up here? Taco Bell. So lower your bells. Don't put them on your shoulders.
Close to the table. Close
This
to the
is
table.
not going to be off the shoulder ringing. This is on the table ringing, and it's not really even ringing. It's hitting. Ready? Go. Mark lift. Mark lift. Mark lift, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, lift your bell up, lift it up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 2, 3, 4, measure 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, hit, 2, hit and lift, hit and lift, hit and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now, the last line, let's make them full marks. We'll end in the table. We don't lift them. Okay? And your knuckles are going to end up in the table. Mush your knuckles in the table. Last line. Go. 1, 2, 3. Lift in it. End in the table. End in the table. And 1, 2, and 1. So it's just a stop sound. There's no ringing to it. Just whatever's in the table. All right. So now, so far we've ring, damp, marked, swing, gyro, and if we had mallets, we would do that. But that's easy. So we'll do mallets last time. We'll find the mallets for next time, what else?
I think the main thing is I talked to Gary just a minute ago, won't make this a long conversation, but we want to be able to let you see what you've done today. All right, so be sure you take your music with you and the instructions for the terminology and think about it some. Don't put it away and wait till the next rehearsal. Go through this several times, okay? And Glenda, I think we could put this on the website, and nobody's gonna see you guys practicing. If they do, so what? We could put this on the website, and you can review it. Would that help you?
Sure.
No? It won't help you?
Sure.
Right? How many people hit our website and say, oh, there's a bell choir, they're practicing, so what, you know? They're not gonna watch it for the full time, but you need to be able to see what you're doing before the next rehearsal, so let's plan on that, okay?
I'll make a tab that says Bell Choir.
All right.
And there'll be more than one video, because it's gonna be so large, I think Gary's
Yes.
breaking it up.
Okay, thank you very much.
Now-
Any suggestions or questions while we've got her?
If you want to practice at home, you could have your music, and you know what notes are yours now. You could use 2 spoons, or 2 hairbrushes, or 2 knives, not sharp ones. And then you could just practice stroking with those things, and so you know when to move your arms and everything. That would be really, it's easy to do, because you can't really take your bells off. But you can take 2 objects and practice with that. That would really help you. You have just, I'm so proud of you, because that's a lot of information that you've heard.
You did very well.
Really, and you're looking good. Now, show me your stroke one more time. Let's ring 4 quarter notes, and I want you to circle now. Keep your bells in motion. Do not stop them. Okay, 4 rights. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, left hands. 1. Just look at me. Okay, stop. Okay, ring rights. Right? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left. Okay, stop. First row, that is excellent. Let me see the second row. 4 rights, then 4 lefts. Ready? Go. Right. Okay, don't bend your bell forward. Keep it upright. Don't dump the water out. Ready? Go. Right, 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 right. Left, 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 left. Straight. Back row. Right. 1, 2, 3. Good job. 4 and 1. Yeah. Very good. Back row, if your arms get tired, you could do this. People do this sometimes. You hold your bell up and you just move the clapper. Just throw your clapper with your other hand. You could do that. That's excellent. Now, let me see a whole note. To everybody together. 2 whole note, 1 whole note, and then the other hand whole note. I want to see your exaggerated return, we call it. A nice circle. Right is first. Ready? Go. 2, 3, 4. Damp. 2, 3, 4. Nice. 3. Other one. 1. Half notes now. 2 of each. Right. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. Now 4 quarters, close in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Whole note, both of us. 1. All right, now let's do this. Let's do this. I want you to shake 4 with your right. Shake, 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 shake. Left. Shake, shake, shake. Good. And you don't have to have a real tight, it's easier to shake if it's a little bit looser grip. What is the sign for that throwing in the air? Yeah, looks like a little worm or something.
I like that sound. Shake
Isn't their
it.
stroking nice?
Yeah.
Wow, that looked good. I'm going to just keep making move, because that's what makes a good bell sound. You sound great. Yay! Oh, yes. Think of all you've done in 2 hours. Tremendous. That's tremendous. And we got 2 pieces that you can learn to play before Peggy gets back. We got this one. You can play it with chimes and bells. And this, I've got one next time, or if you want to drag it out.
If you want to leave it here,
Yeah.
we'll get into it. All right, that way they'll have
And
2 things to be looking at.
It's all structured the same, too.
Okay.
There's a dotted half.
Well, we'll spend some review this
Yeah.
next rehearsal and jump into that one, and hopefully another one, and then Peggy's back and having fun.
That book I gave you, you could get a whole bunch of
Yeah.
hymns out of there. Excellent. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Thank you for paying attention and really following directions.
Can you put away your
Yeah.
instrument?
Now that's going to be
Talk
the
about that.
test,
Listen to what you said.
to put away the bells.
You
And
all ready to hit the road? I didn't say entertain, I want to know if you're ready to hit the road.
we'll have a big gig coming up, huh?
Okay.
So you find the spot for your bells, it says in the case. Some cases you have